Well, good evening, everybody, and thank you for your patience. I'd like to welcome you all to Steve's Guitars tonight. We have a sold-out event for the band that has never played here before. We're pretty excited about that. Before we get started, we need to send a shout-out to PM Consulting Limited and our friends Feldman and Wirtz Law Firm up in Aspen. These folks provide sponsorship money for us to do our web streaming. Without them, we cannot do that. We also want to send a shout out to our friends at GrassRoots Community Network. They are the nation's first and oldest community access station. They host our streams. We'd like to send a shout out to the Standiford clan for having this amazing space. And of course, and not leastly or lastly, all of you that are here supporting live music and all of you on the web. It's a beautiful thing to do. We're really, really glad to see folks come out, especially on a cold night and for a band that's never been to Carbondale before. So without any further ado, all the way from Nashville, please welcome Gold Pine.
Hi y'all, how's it going? I had the idea of like playing the Rocky theme song when I was coming out, and then I would, but y'all were clapping so you couldn't hear. I wanted to do that through there, but you guys were just clapping so loud. It was so awesome. Anyways, how are we doing? Well, we're super grateful to be here, and my name's Cassie. This is my husband, Ben. We are Gold Pine, and this is our first time ever in the area or to be to Steve's Guitars. So thanks for coming out. Who has never been to Steve's Guitar before? Excuse me, guitars. Oh, that's so awesome. Okay, how many people have been here? All right, this is about half and half. That's pretty cool. Well, thanks for showing up. By the way, we're from Nashville, Tennessee, and any of y'all been there before? It's pretty awesome. Right. We've lived there for 22 years, but we spend most of our time on the road. We tour in our van, and we spend about 75% of the year on the road. But we do have a house in Nashville that we see once in a while. Sure. Are you tuned up now? I think I'm good.
I've been lonely a long, long time, but now lonely is no friend of mine. I've said things that I don't mean, seen a lot of things should have never seen, but those things I cannot change. Just take, it's the bet I made. I've been lonely a long, long time, but now lonely is no friend of mine. Tell me. I've had time to think it through. What else was there for me to do? Those days went on so long. been lonely a long, long time, but now lonely is no friend of mine. No, 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 no. Well, I've been lonely a long, long time, but now lonely is no friend of mine. I left that town and I won't look back. Got the train moving on down the track with the destiny. When you finally get your hands on that key, let's see what took so long to see. Well, the truth will set you free. Oh, oh. Well, I've been lonely a long, long time, but now lonely is no friend of mine. But now lonely is no friend of mine.
Thank you. Thanks, y'all. There's one lonely seat. That people were like, they're like, I ain't sitting there. I ain't doing it. You showered today, right? Did we? Oh, we did today. Okay, I'm just kidding. Van life, you know. Sometimes a little sketchy. Looky there. This is awesome. I love this room. This is great. Thank you. Our instruments aren't used to all the crazy elevation change. Including our voices. It's hard to breathe. Sometimes I hold out long notes, and in Colorado, it's hard to do that. When we played in Telluride, is it Telluride or Telluride or Tell You Ride or Tell We Ride? Somebody's riding. That I feel like that elevation was pretty serious, and I was hitting a super high note, and I was like kind of seeing stars, and I was like, I might pass out, but if I do, it'll be a show that they'll never forget. So maybe it'll happen tonight. I don't know.
Cassie and I, we live in Nashville, Tennessee, and we live. Anybody? Did you ask us somebody been to Nashville?
No.
Anybody been to Nashville? Yeah, Nashville's a cool place, and we live about 10 minutes south of downtown. We lived in the same neighborhood for 12 or 13 years. And when we're in town, which is not very often, I take a lot of walks in our neighborhood. I love walks, you know. Clearing your mind a little bit, listening to a podcast, praying, whatever you do out there, you know. And so this song's about getting away from some of the troubles of the world. It's called Wander Away.
Wander away. I know all that.
Let's try it out.
You could wander away and build yourself some time. Get a monkey off your back. Leave the sorrow on the side. You could speak your mind when your world is given out. You tell them how you feel. You say it all out loud. You could give some love. There will always be enough. Hey. When you've got nothing to give, give up some of your love. Bang, bang, you're on the ground. Your body's giving out all you can afford to hesitate anymore. You could turn your eyes from where your trouble was, fix them on a thing far more glorious.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Give it up for the drummer. Half of it. Ben made that, and at the end of the show, then he puts all of his stuff in it, and we walk out. Not even joking. We're pretty van life.
Yeah.
We can't be taking a whole set of drums.
Everything has to have a place in van life. You just have such a small space, you know. But it kind of makes it fun. I built out that van on the inside. I bought it as a brand new cargo van. It was just empty inside. It's the second van I built out. And it's a lot of fun, like thinking through the plans. How can you make the most of every inch of space in this van? And so this one worked out pretty well, and we'll see if I can beat it on the next one that we build.
Extended. I can barely drive that one.
I grew up in the great state of Iowa, and whoa.
First time ever.
That is,
Just take that moment in.
I'm just gonna.
They usually
you.
laugh.
Are y'all? Is some of you from Iowa or lived in Iowa? Wow, this is very rare. I have to say.
What part of Iowa?
Northeast. Right in the middle. Where? Nevada. I've heard of it. Okay. Yeah.
We're playing in Ames on this tour.
Yeah, we are. Nice.
He laughed. See, I told you.
City. Yes, we've been there. Okay. Well, I don't. We were rooted for Nebraska, honestly.
And he don't know nothing about
Believe it
sports.
or not. Was there someone Iowa over here somewhere? No. Okay. So that's what we had. South Leon. Okay. I'm from Oskaloosa, Iowa. Southeast. Yeah. And that's where I graduated high school. All my family still lives there. My dad's been a golf professional in Iowa and Nebraska all of my life. And he actually just retired, which is interesting to see somebody retire after working so hard their whole life. But my mom's side of the family, her dad had a farm that was handed to him and down to him in central rural Iowa. And so it didn't take long after that farm was handed down to my grandfather that he realized he simply hated farming. And so back in the early 60s in rural Iowa, he sold the family land and he moved to Omaha, Nebraska. This is why we root for the Cornhuskers. I know, but this is why we root for the Cornhuskers. Yeah, that's right.
She's like, get it straight.
And my mom was just a kid when that farm was sold in central rural Iowa. And a few years back, somehow my mom got her hands on the farm for sale, the copy of the farm for sale sign that he made when he sold that land. And so me and my brothers have a copy of it, and we've got one hanging in our kitchen in Nashville. And a lot of cool things written on that, like how many head of good cattle and good sheep were for sale, the exact driving directions to this farm sale. And so we were sitting down to write a song one evening, and we thought we would write a song from my mother's perspective. This one's on the current record over here. This is called Lost and Found. It was 1961. I was staring out into those snow-white fields. That December cold was seeping through the cracks of window seats. But I can still feel the calloused hands that brought this child upon this very land. And I can hear the hum of harvesters every time I think of my granddad. My father never asked for this, but generations said it was his lot. So from morning sunny to the fields, but to call himself a farmer, he would not. That winter eve I looked out as he drove that for sale sign in the ground. And as I stood there watching him, my tears that fell down didn't make a sound. Well, sometimes when something is lost, for someone else it's found. I can understand how to sacrifice yourself for someone else. But this life is made of seasons, you know, some of them don't really suit us well. We sold that farm in the Midwest and settled down in northern Omaha. Daddy picked up steel-toed boots and never put his hand back on the plow. Well, sometimes when something is lost, for someone else it's found. My father learned the weight of laying down to rest his youngest son. And someday I will give my brother's name to one of my own children. I saw Jesus on the city bus, and I told him I was alright for now. I had plans for the next few years, but we both knew that I was nowhere bound. But sometimes when something is lost, for someone else it's found. Thank you. Thanks for listening to some tunes and some stories, too. It's good to have a lot of Iowans in the house. That really rarely happens. Like, it's less than 10% of the time. Sometimes there's one person that has, like, driven through Iowa or something like that. But
No, and then they'll be like, yeah, and they'll be like, thanks for the potatoes, and we're like,
you're welcome.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Can't offend your fans. Potato, corn, whatever.
Well, Cassie mentioned we tour in, and I mentioned we tour in a 2021 Ram ProMaster. But we didn't always tour in that. We at once toured in a 2012 Volkswagen Jetta.
Yep. Not long ago. Not long ago.
And I remember when we took our first tour up the East Coast, and we were in the Jetta, and we played for the first time in New York City and Boston and Philadelphia, and we played a place in Philadelphia called Connie's Rick Rack, and it was like, you know, a little bigger than this, and no seats. It was all like concrete floor, standing room, and elevated stage. We were one of 3 bands on the bill, and it was $5 to get in. And so we the first band to get up and play, and our first time ever Philadelphia, get up on the stage, and we looked out past the lights to see our crowd, and we waved at the 2 Philadelphia fans that we had brought out, and kind of scanned around to the rest of the crowd, and the other members of the crowd were the members of the other bands we were playing with that night. And so somebody did some math wrong that evening, and we ended up making a whopping $35 that night after driving all the way to the East Coast from Nashville.
Which was more than we were supposed to get. That's great.
And then an hour later, we spent $45 on cheesesteaks. I was not impressed. You know, at a time like that, we missed being home.
Yeah.
If you've ever traveled for work or anything, you know, at least at the beginning stages of traveling, you really miss the conveniences of home. I know Cassie has mentioned she misses opening up a regular refrigerator like this.
Yeah. Even when you don't want something, just to look in there.
Just
you're like,
opening it up.
It's not a cooler? Cool. Or taking a bath. I want to take a bath. If you could install a bathtub in the van, that'd be great.
Extended version, yeah, we can do
That's
that.
the next one.
So we'll never forget about that tour because we wrote about it in this song. Every word in this song is true. It's about missing home. Actually, one line is not true. This is called Running Me.
Drove 900 miles to NYC, played a hotel bar so we could sleep for free. Cut a record in a Brooklyn warehouse. It was one of a kind, but now they're all sold out. Played a show in Philly on our way back. We made $35 at Connie's Rig Rack. We hit every thrift store in this town. Let's pack it all up, head back south. I wish that I was up around the bend, somewhere miles ahead. He's back home in Tennessee. This road is rough. was thinking on lyrics for a new song when you were sleeping beside me with the seatbelt on. You don't wake up in a fright every once in a while. I told you just 30 more miles. Got in late to Kalamazoo, went through a strange house to find our room. Well, I hadn't been clean in a couple of days. Turned the water on, but it hadn't been paid. I wish that I was up around the bend, somewhere miles ahead. But my mind is back home in Tennessee. This road is running me. We'll keep on running. 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 Keep on running.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any guesses on the one line in that song that is not true? No, I didn't.
Well,
I,
she makes a good point about that one. She makes a good point about that one.
I hit every thrift store that I knew of. No, that was right. 30. That was true. We stayed at an Airbnb, and they literally forgot to pay their water bill. That was weird. And then we sang at that hotel so we took the gig at a hotel in Brooklyn. The gig sucked. There was literally no one there, but we sang, and then we got to stay in the hotel for free. Winning. Anybody else? I was wearing the seatbelt. That's it?
Uh-oh.
So, we did make the records in there, and we did not sell out because we kept one for ourselves. So lackluster.
Hey, disappointing.
But wasn't that fun? You got me though there. No one's ever pulled that one out.
Yeah, that's good. You were listening.
I'm sure there was one that I missed. I do like to hit every thrift store I can. Like today, I've already gone to 2 here today. And, oh, I got this shirt for $3.50. Isn't it awesome? And then it was the one on the right side of the street over here. It closed at 4, and I got there at 3:44. She's like, I will be kicking everyone out at 4. And I was like, shit, I got to hurry. Nothing had price tags on it. I was stressed. I was like, what are the prices? She's like, I just make it up when you get up here. I was like, I like it. Spent $7. Whew, it's good. It's good. I just remembered that. She had a really cute dog named Thumper. Anyways, so I heard about this contest that a Canadian product was having, and their product was called Halsa. To me, sounds like a hot sauce, but it wasn't. They wanted you to write a song about what love meant to you, because what love meant to Halsa was all natural, super clean, organic ingredients in their yogurt. And I was like, I can write a love song about yogurt. Now that I'm 42, probiotics are my friend, and I do love yogurt. And so it also paid really well. It paid $5,000. So I told Ben, I don't care what we got to write. Let's figure it out. So what started out as a song about yogurt, I fell in love with this song. And so when people come to our show, they're like, can you sing the yogurt song? And I'm like, that's not what it's called, guys. It's called Naturally.
You got this in the main. You got this in the main. All right, here we go. 3, 4.
I've been walking with my feet in the air. I've been finding something righteous up there. It's something that I never knew before, darling. Naturally, I'm yours. Don't even care if they'll understand that I've been flaking out on all my plans. I hear my baby knocking on my door, darling. Naturally, I'm yours. When you look me in the eyes, I never felt so satisfied. How long will it take for you to realize? Well, it's plain to see. It comes naturally. You can take my love straight to the bank, cash it in and fill your love tank. You don't have to go looking anymore, darling. Naturally, I'm yours. When you love me in the eyes, I never felt so satisfied. How long will it take for you to realize? Well, it's plain to see. It comes naturally. Oh, 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 when you look me in the eyes, I never felt so satisfied. How long will it take for you to realize? Well, it's plain to see. It comes naturally. Oh, it comes naturally.
Would you have ever thought that that song was about yogurt? So that's a great question. They said, did you win the 5,000? This is what happened. After we entered that song, I was like, we're going to win because I'm a dreamer. And so then they sent us an email. They said, we're getting new sponsorship for the contest, and when it reopens, we'd love for you to resubmit naturally. And I was like, okay. So it reopens, and then I go on the website, and then this time you have to sign a contract. They own the song. You can't record it, and you can't use it. And I was like, and I'd already fallen in love with the song, and we'd already recorded it and released it. So I told Ben, I said, we should write another song, and he said, I'm over it. And I said, fine, I'll write a song by myself, and when I win, you get none of the monies. And so this time it went down to 3,000, but I was like, that's still a lot of money. And so I wrote a song by myself. Do you want to hear a tiny little snippet of it? Okay. Yes? Just imagine you open your refrigerator, and there is your favorite yogurt waiting on you.
I love the way you make me feel inside. You fill me up, you keep me satisfied. When we're together, every day feels like summer. Baby, you and me, we were made for each other. Yogurt.
You know what I'm saying? Then we got an email and they said, we're sorry to inform you that the contest has been canceled. And they said, but we'd like to send you $300. And I said, what are you doing? And I said, you forgot a zero. But I cashed it and I gave Ben none of the monies. And that was like 8 years ago, and I'm still spending that $300.
Every time.
Spent some of it today. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, yogurt. That's what I love about songwriting.
Told you, baby, one more time. Don't make me sit all alone and cry. It's over. I know, but I can't let go. I'm like a fish out of water, a cat in a tray. You don't even wanna talk to me. It's over. I know, but I can't let go. He won't take me back when I come around. Says he's sorry, then he puts me out. I got a big chain around my neck and I'm broken down like a train wreck. It's over, but I can't let go.
See, I got a candle and it burns real bright in my window every night.
It's over, I know, but I can't let go. You don't like to see me standing around, feel like I've been shot, didn't fall down. It's over, but I can't let go. No, he won't take me back when I come around. Says he's sorry, then he puts me out. I got a big chain around my neck and I'm broken down like a train wreck. It's over, but I can't let go. No, 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 no.
Are you done yet? Ben Wilson, everybody. Iowa's finest.
Turn off the trouble like you turn off a light. Went off and left me, it just ain't right. It's over, but I can't let go. Round every corner, something I see, well, it brings me right back where I used to be. It's over, but I can't let go. Oh, he won't take me back when it's over, but I can't let go. He won't take me back when I come around. Says he's sorry, then he puts me out. I got a big chain around my neck and I'm broken down like a train wreck. It's over, but I can't let go. Well, it's over, yeah, but I can't let go. Well, it's over, but I can't let. No, I can't let. No, I can't. I can't let go. No, 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 no.
Thank you. Hit me with a can of oxygen songs. I was like, ooh, those are pretty cool. I've seen that those happen a lot in Colorado. I like that. Carrying a can of oxygen with you. I like it. I like it.
What's the elevation here in Carbondale? 6,500?
Hmm.
Yeah, Telluride's what, 9?
Million.
95 or something?
9 million. It's very high. Very high. Where's the highest in Colorado? What is it?
Where?
What is it? What is it there?
14?
Are you serious? They're walking around with cans everywhere.
Isn't that what like Pikes Peak is? Like 14,000 or something?
So I bet people go and train for the Olympics there. That's maybe where we should go to train to sing. Used to years ago, I would try to sing on a treadmill like a little bit, just you know, what I'm saying, just to try to keep. But that's a whole new level right there. Like today when I was on the treadmill, I was just trying to breathe, just trying to breathe.
Well, we've only been called Gold Pine for 3 years now. Before that, we actually recorded music under a different band name. We called ourselves My One and Only. And My One and Only recorded a few great songs. And Gold Pine likes to cover some of those good songs.
I did naturally too.
So, that's true. So, a while back, we did a little self-inventory, and we realized that we're just two people up here on stage, and that we needed to make as much noise as we could for two people, you know, keep the overhead low. And so, you know, I got the kick drum here and everything. Cassie's got half the drums. But I asked Cassie, I said, what do you think about learning how to play harmonica? Yeah. And then you were like,
No, thank you.
yeah. Then I bought her 4 harmonicas. This song is featuring Cassie on the G harmonica. Y'all enjoy.
I hate it when he does that. Don't tell them my insecurities. I'm more of a Bob Dylan player, not a blues traveler. Just prepare yourself. I nailed it.
That's not the solo.
Oh, okay.
You always seem to agree with everyone you meet. Well, you smile and say, oh, I know.
Oh, I know.
But despite some thoughts of your own, fear is a beast to behold. You live that way
on the straight line, straight line, straight line.
Well, you sure got a lot of friends who won't stand by in the end.
You've got so many places to be to keep up your notoriety.
Well, you're the star of your own show. You live that way 'cause you know
It's a lonely place and a long ride. It's a lonely place on the straight line, straight line, straight line.
Don't disappoint him, Cass.
if you wanna live that way, well, it's up to you. But it looks like a dirty hotel room. Well, see, I have rented out that same place, but at a price I could not afford to pay. It's a place not fit to go. You live that way 'cause you know
It's a lonely place and a long ride. It's a lonely place on the straight line, straight line, straight line.
Let's see. So Ben and I, we tour all over the U.S. and Africa, and we'll tell you more about that later. But we found our way 3 years ago to Red Lodge, Montana. Y'all been there before, you know? Oh man, it's so beautiful. Well, we got selected as a finalist in their songwriting contest, and they sent us an email and they said, "You've been selected as one of the 20 finalists. We'd love for you to come to the festival and you would get to perform. Unfortunately, there's no pay because you're just going to be doing one song, and you have to provide your own way, your own place to stay, your own food, and you have to check in at 8:30 a.m. on a Saturday morning." And I was like, sounds pretty good. So I asked Siri, I said, "Siri, how far is Red Lodge, Montana from Nashville?" And she said, "It's only 24 hours. So we drive everywhere. And so I said, I think we're supposed to go. And so we drove 24 hours, and we were in our van, and we slept in the parking lot of the grocery store called the Beartooth Grocery Store. It was pouring down rain. We went in the next morning at 8:30 a.m., and we shared this next song we're about to do, and we won the entire songwriting contest. And I was like, yeah, because if you don't invest in yourself, why would anybody else? You know what I'm saying? And I was willing to do it for nothing because I believed that we were supposed to do it. And so I think that the reason, oh, by the way, and since then, we've played that festival ever since, and now we're the judges of the songwriting contest. And there's nothing more fun than judging people, is there? Or at least their songs. I'm just kidding. But I think that the reason why that this song has had so much favor is because it's about my mama. And my mom, me and my mom, we were extremely close. I lost my dad when I was 19. And so when you lose one parent, I was already a mama's girl, but you just become so much closer to that other parent when there's just one left. And so me and my mama were so close. She lived in Nashville. We talked on the phone 3 times a day. Judge away. It's a Southern thing. What are we talking about? I don't know. The weather, Taylor Swift, I have no idea. But we just talked multiple times a day. And she was lovely. She was my best friend. And she was sick for about 3 years. And she was a fighter all the way to the end until she was done fighting. And one of the last times that she was in the hospital, we wrote this song for her. And I'm so glad that we did it while she was alive, because she loved this song, and just seeing the joy on her face the first time she heard it was pretty special. So this is on our new album up here. And my mom, I miss her like crazy. It's like this void or hole that will never be filled, but man, those memories that I have of her are pretty special. And so this is about my mama. It's called My Favorite Parts of You.
It was Saturday at the Conoco. You were in the back, cutting checks for payroll. I was counting up some play money, pretending I was answering your phone. You'd lock it up for the night, since you wouldn't be back till Monday morning light. And on the way you let me steer, while I was on the passenger side. See, I've been watching you, and I've been thinking it too. How all the best parts of me are my favorite parts of you. The sound of your screen door closing brings me back to a table overflowing with large elbow mac and cheese, them southern boiled pinto beans, all the pots and pans just to soak in. You turned and asked me what I think. Did I maybe want some unsweet tea to drink? You filled my glass up to the top. I'd go and grab the lemon by the sink. See, I've been watching you, and I've been thinking it too. How all the best parts of me are my favorite parts of you. the best parts of me are my favorite parts of you. All the best parts of me are my favorite parts of you.
Thank you so much. You know, mamas are like little angels on earth, and you only get one. You don't get to choose who she is, and eventually you're going to turn into her, whether you like it or not. My mom was awesome, really awesome. I'm grateful for our job because, you know, we are our own boss, and so when we got the call for the final time that she was in ICU, we were in Texas. We got back. I was able to spend the last 25 days of her life with her, and before she passed, we knew it was coming, and so I told I want to make you laugh because I made you probably cry a little, and so my mama was real funny, and I told her, I said, Mama, I want to get some kind of tattoo to remind me of you, and she said, that's stupid. And I said, but is it? And so we live 1 mile from the hospital, so we went home to shower, and we came back, and she goes, okay, I have a whole list of ideas for your tattoo. And I was like, no, those are stupid. And so my mama used to say this saying, you know how like bless your heart is double meaning? It's like you're an idiot, or really we need to pray for you. And so my mama always would say, well, there you go, kind of the same way. And so my brother is quiet, and when he does talk, he's really funny. And so he was in the corner in the lounge chair, and he was like, you should get, well, there you go, tattooed on you. She said, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard. And so we left the hospital, and I went and got, well, there you go, tattooed on my arm. And, well, there you go. And then we came back to the hospital, and I was like, I had to reposition her a lot. I was like, let me reposition you. And I go, oh, what is that? And she goes, it's a fake tattoo. And I said, no, it's real. And she said, I thought you was going to wait till I was dead. She's funny, man. Anyways, don't wait to do something till it's too late, you know? Like, I wanted to write her the song while she was alive. I have no regrets. I put her first in everything because she was my girl. So I don't know. I want to encourage you to, like, don't wait till somebody's gone to do something. You want to get a tattoo? Plaster it on there. Who cares? That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen, but I love it. I love it. Well, I love it. I'm from Alabama, clearly. All right, I've been avoiding this song in Colorado, so we'll see if it comes out. Ben wants me to sing it. No, wait, I'm not ready. You were so ready, though. You got that? It's because James Brown's behind you. He's like, ow! Is that him? I don't know. Is that James Brown? Oh, no? You don't know? Oh, then it's James. Oh, who is it? Well, what's on his head?
Oh, you take the beanie off, you can tell.
Ray didn't wear no beanie. Now I know. Oh, hey, Ray. He's cold.
I got troubles on my mind. I got a river a mile wide. You call me up on the telephone, but you only call 'cause you're all alone. Yeah, I got a few troubles of my own.
You say I have you, well, is that what you mean? Do I have you, oh, do you have me?
I can punch above my weight.
Change gonna come either way.
I'm like, how am I huffing and puffing on this part?
You can meet me, you can stay. Change gonna come either way. You can meet me, you can stay. Change gonna come either way. You say I help you well, is that what you mean? Do I help you? Oh, do you
Woo! Thank you. Look at Ray Charles. Ray Charles is and was one of my biggest influences. Like, I loved his music and I still love it. So I'm really sorry, Ray, that I didn't know that was you.
Is the beanie.
It's the beanie. He's hipster. I didn't know.
Well, Cassie mentioned that we've traveled to Africa. We've been to the country of Rwanda, Africa, 7 times. And we first started going there on missions trips, short-term mission trips. And then we started leading teams to that organization. And every time we would go, it was kind of cool because we'd visit the same orphanages over there. And there was one orphanage in particular in Gisenyi, Rwanda that we would visit. And it was just down a short gravel road. And then these green gates, wrought iron gates would open. And there's 300 kids behind these gates in this orphanage compound with maybe, 15 house mothers. And it's wild to see something like that. They're kind of raising themselves, you know? I mean, how much can 15 house mothers do with 300 kids? And so we ended up meeting what would be our sponsored daughter on the first trip. Her name is Kavine, and we've had the honor of sponsoring her for the last 12 years. And we're about to go back over to Rwanda. We haven't been there in several years, but in December we're about to go. Is it November 1st? Yes, it is. It's next month. So we're going to go back and visit our sponsored daughter and some friends over there, as well as, for the first time ever on our Africa visits, we're going to do a South African safari.
My dream vacation.
Yeah, y'all done it? Or you want to? Oh, you're South. Wow, yeah.
Cool.
What city are you guys in? Okay, yeah.
We were going to go there, but we chose
We're going to skip
Johannesburg.
on Cape Town, but
Dang it.
yeah.
Really? We just booked it today. There's time to change it. We had to pick there or Johannesburg.
So many flights, you know. We're going to Kruger. That's where we're going. Yeah, it's going to be great. Thank you.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Mm,
Iowa, South Africa. Wow.
I love it. Hey, y'all got the best wine ever.
Pinotage.
Don't
So
nobody
good.
know about wine like South Africa. Can't wait.
Well, every time we go to Rwanda, there's this 3-hour public bus ride that we take through the middle of Rwanda from one city to the other. And on one of these bus rides, I started writing this tune because I had heard that Rwanda had an unofficial motto, and it went like this: God spends his days elsewhere, but he sleeps in Rwanda. And I thought, we got to write a song about that. So this is on the current record. It's called Land of Rolling Hills.
of rolling hills roll over me and put me on the road that leads to your city. Past the withered feet on their way somewhere before the clouds bring rain to the African air. Oh, God spends his day in some other place, but each time more to quander. You've caused my heart to ache. You've laid me in the dust, lured me back a lover who would earn my trust. Still I'll never understand where all those dirt roads lead. But oh, if we could walk, maybe we'd see. Oh, God spends his day in some other place, but each time more to quander. Oh, God spends his days in some other place, but each time more to quander. Each time more to quander. Each time more to quander.
Thank y'all.
So we have under Gold Pine, we have 2 albums out, and we named the first one 1, and we named the second one 2. And we just finished recording 3. You got it. Sometimes, some states. But we're really excited about it, and it doesn't come out until probably February of next year. But we just finished it, and this is one of the new songs that's going to be on that record. But we do have both of our albums, 1 and 2. Does anybody have a way to play CDs?
Only you.
Only 2 of y'all? The rest of you are like ashamed to raise your hand. You're like, well, it only takes 1. I feel like we're at altar call because now all of a sudden hands are going up left and right. So what are you doing? What? Anyways, I have ADD, and so I'll just drift off into another world. But we have CDs and vinyls. But we sold out of our vinyls for our album 1, but we have 2, and they're all gold with glitter in them. Like, what are you doing?
How do you play this song?
I don't know. So this is a brand new song that's going to be on the next album, and it's a song about me. It's called Alabama Born.
mother married young, 19 years old, and she was having a son. Red clay on the floor left a stain on her newfound world. She wore the wedding band of a man with a heavy hand.
Oh, I was Alabama born. Alabama born.
First string quarterback, chasing nostalgia from a high school past, and with unfortunate love, he'd wrestle demons till she'd had enough. I don't carry his name, but I feel his blood inside my veins.
Oh, I was Alabama born. Alabama born.
By the time I was 19, I followed my voice up to Tennessee. With a broken wing I'd flown to a place my family had never called home. Mercy, I buried them all, but there's a place in my mind I can still recall.
Oh, I was Alabama born. Alabama
Thank you. So that one's going to be on the new one. So 2 years ago, we were on tour for the first time in Colorado, and we were touring in near Lyons. And I woke up in the van, and I could not sit up out of bed, and I was in excruciating pain in my pelvis, stomach area, whatever. And unfortunately, I got misdiagnosed twice, but I just trusted the doctors because they're doctors. And so I just kept pushing through with just the antibiotics and the probiotic that they gave me. And I guess I could have just ate some yogurt. But anyways, I kept pushing through, and then we still had like 2 weeks left of tour. And so I just was like, whatever. I thought I would get better. And then when we got home to Nashville, it came back worse because the pain was come and go. And so I went to the doctor again, but this time I went to my doctor, and she said, I'm just going to be safe. Just run a couple of tests on you, just because. I was like, okay, I've never had anything done like this. So they did an ultrasound, and then she called me, and they found a 9-inch, 6-pound tumor in my right ovary. So no, it wasn't a UTI, Janet. That was her name. Her name is Janet. If your name is Janet, I'm sure you're lovely, but that doctor was not. And so it was pretty crazy because it was so big. They thought it could be cancer, and they wanted to get it out as quickly as possible because it was beginning to rupture on the end. And so I had to have a C-section to get my tumor out. And when I was in surgery, they biopsied it, and it came back borderline cancerous. And so they did a full hysterectomy on me at 39. And so now I am in full-blown menopause. That's why I'm wearing a tank top, okay? And I'm still having some hot flashes during this whole show. Like, ladies, menopause sucks, doesn't it? Yeah. And men, doesn't it suck for y'all too? I'm so sorry for all the things I say to you when I'm having a hot flash, but at least it only happens 30 times a day. It's not really that bad anymore. But anyways, I tell you all that because you literally can't make stuff up. This is real life. So as they're rolling me back to have surgery, they knew that we were musicians, and so they came out. All of them were dancing, and they were playing our music on their phone. And at a time like that, it was really sweet because I thought I might die. And so I thought, well, at least I'm going to get some new fans on the way out. You know what I'm saying? That's really when you make it anyways. And so then I heard they were playing this song, and I was like, what? I said, can you please skip that song and just go to the next? And they said, why? This is what I was listening to on my way to find out about cancer. I said, because that's our song that we wrote, and it's called When I Get to Heaven. Pick it up. This is a soundtrack to my surgery.
When I get to heaven, I'm gonna climb the tallest tree. I'm gonna stand upon the clouds just so I can see. I'm gonna lay my head down right on top of your chest. I'm gonna sleep for 5 days straight. I won't be worth nothing else. When I get to heaven, when I see the light, I know it's time for leaving. I'm divorcing this life. I'll be filing all the papers, signing on the line. I've got my affairs in order, and Jesus on the main line. When I get to heaven, when I see the light, I know it's time for leaving. I'm divorcing this life. On boulevards of gold, I shall not be in no rush. When I be leaning in on the table, hey, and filling up on love. Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Call him up and tell him what you want. just some lonely lines. Tell him what you want. We'll call him up and tell him what you want. What you want.
Thank you. Well, I'm really grateful for y'all hanging out with us. This is our first time in the area, and you've made us feel so welcome. Thank you so much. You guys are great. So I know it's kind of an awkward place to put your merch, but there was nowhere to put it because there was no room on the floor because you guys filled it up. So thank you so much. If after the show y'all'd like to come up and go shopping, we'd love that. But more than anything, you can't see it. We have a little laptop that's on the ground. And if you'd like to put your email in, and when you put your email and your zip code, it's our email mailing list. And then anytime we play near your zip code, there's a database that'll shoot you a message to let you know. So then you could come and see us again when we come back. So we would love that. So please stick around and say hello to us. We'd love to meet you. It means a lot that you'd spend your hard-earned money on us. I'm sure none of you've ever seen us before, and I just think that's so cool. And so thank you for spending your evening. There's a lot of places you could be, so I appreciate your time. In today's world, and I'm guilty, where we are so easily distracted by the millions of things happening, it's such a compliment for someone to give you their time. So thank you for giving us your time. I really appreciate that. We're going to do one more song for you. Give it up for Ralph.
Yeah. Yeah.
He does it all.
Yeah.
He does it all.
Everything.
Thank you. Happy anniversary.
Yeah. What was it, 25 years?
24. They
24
got married in
years.
2000.
24 years over here. Let's give it
Yeah, that's cool. And we have like 5 or 6 more Colorado shows left. If you want to like tell some of your friends, we're going to be like in Boulder, and we're going to be in can't remember anymore.
Cedar Edge is tomorrow.
Yeah.
LaPorte, Greeley, Westcliff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell all your friends.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with us. We're going to end you on this song. This is a song that we end a lot of our sets on, and it's a hymn of sorts that's going to be on the upcoming album 3. Could hardly get the finger up. I'm holding a pick. 3. What? Iowa. 3.
You wonder why they laugh at you.
Thank you.
Well, there you go.
Wow, that's
Where were we?
Oh, man. Yeah. This is a song called The Stumbling Stone. If you know about it, the stumbling stone is a metaphor that's used throughout the scriptures, and it's a metaphor used for Jesus. And it was always intriguing to me, like, what did that mean, the stumbling stone? Because it seems so, like, such a negative thing. And what I realized after some study was that the stumbling stone metaphor is for people like me who want to control everything and want to earn everything that we've been given. And what happens is people like me, we stumble over the stumbling stone. And when that stuff falls out of the grip of our hands, that's the only time we can receive the grace that God gives us. And so this is about my journey into the discovery of the power of the grace of God in my life. This is called The Stumbling Stone.
walking the road alone. I stumbled on the stumbling stone. My shoulders suffering a heavy load. I stumbled on the stumbling stone. Glory to God in the highest, for he has done great things. But men of earth are stripped to silence when they behold their King. Every seed that I had sown fell upon the stumbling Glory to God in the highest, for he has done great things. But men of earth are stripped to silence when they behold their King. They behold their King. Thank you all for hanging with us tonight.
Thank you so much. We should take a selfie. Use your long arms. If you're not supposed to be with the person you're here with, you might want to swap places. Thanks, y'all. So nice to meet
Thank
you.
y'all.
Come up and say hello. Sign up for our mailing list. Come see my tumor. I got a picture of it.